Another principle I just thought about is not only being able to save your money for freedom, to become free, and putting your money in the right places to make you more money, but it's understanding that one thing in finance is inevitable. One thing in life you can count on for sure is that things won't go according to plan. With that being said, there will come a time 100% that there's an expense that you did not plan to come out of pocket for, that you did not plan to pay for, but it has to be paid. And that can happen to literally anybody. It will happen to everybody at least once in their life. But freedom is not the only thing that's on our mind. You gotta, of course, put yourself in position to build independence and build freedom, but freedom has to be maintained. Freedom isn't something that you just pay for once and now it's everything that you've been working towards, everything that you've been building doesn't have to be maintained. Perfect example, freedom from a car note. You buy a car cash once, but that doesn't mean you stop maintaining the vehicle. That's a principle. That's a principle in itself, and I hope that didn't go over your head, so I'm gonna say it again. Freedom isn't a one-time expense. It has to be maintained. You have to maintain your vehicle in order to stay free. So like I use my car as an example, in order to stay free from a car note, in order to stay free from bad maintenance failures or just car failures, period, you have to maintain the vehicle, literally and figuratively. You have to maintain your vehicle as far as getting the oil change, spark plugs, tires rotated. Make sure you keep gas in the vehicle so you can stay away from a depreciating liability, so you can stay away from a car note, a car loan, and going to the bank and owing the bank $60,000. Same with, like I said, this is not just with a vehicle literally, but it's with the vehicle of how you create money figuratively, right? You got to maintain and protect the vehicle that you're in right now. It's not about stacking your first 20K and feeling like everything is going to be smooth and kosher from now on. No, because there will be an unexpected expense that you have to pay for. Just like with the car, just like with that vehicle, you got to maintain and protect your vehicle of how you create income. So like I said, just because you hit 20K doesn't mean all your problems go away and you'll never have problems ever again, because that's a humbling experience to go from 20K to nothing, going from a cash car to no car, simply because you neglected the fact that you had to protect that vehicle, that you had to maintain the vehicle in order for your freedom to be maintained, in order for your peace of mind to be maintained. So it's not about a dollar amount. It's not about, getting the 50K and then quitting your job and feeling like you'll never go back to working a 9-to-5 again, or getting your first 100K or even your first million, because people blow it. There's been stories about people literally blowing every single dollar they have from even just winning the lottery, and that's a lot of money. So just maintain the vehicle. If you have a vehicle that's getting you to and from work, that's actually maintaining two vehicles. You're maintaining your financial vehicle, right? So you can continue paying for your materialistic vehicle. Think about it that way, but you don't think about it that deeply. We don't slow down enough to think about it that way. So just because you're doing well doesn't mean you'll always do well. You want to plan for the plan to not go according to plan, because literally everybody has experienced it. Everybody will experience it if you haven't already. So maintaining your composure, understanding not only the markets, but understanding what game you're playing so you can maintain, so you can stay in the game long enough in order to see everything that you've worked so hard for come to pass. That was just something I want to talk about, because it's overlooked. It's undervalued. you know. So I don't want that to happen for myself. I don't want that to happen for you guys. So the main takeaway from this video is maintain and protect your vehicle. Whether that's your literal vehicle, which I literally went through that phase, and I'm still actually going through that phase, and maintaining and protecting your financial vehicle. And this may not even just apply to a real car or a job or anything like that. It could be your health. You know, this is a vehicle in order to maintain your money vehicle, in order to maintain your materialistic vehicle, right? But before the body, before you maintain and protect your physical body, your physical temple with eating right, getting enough sleep, all of these good things, you got to maintain your spiritual vehicle, right? You know, staying prayed up, staying in your Bible, talking to God, you know what I'm saying? And it all connects, because anything that is neglected naturally declines. It's the law of entropy. You can't avoid it, and it's a principle, like I said. So I'm glad I actually came to that realization. So you got to maintain your spiritual vehicle, right? So you can maintain your physical vehicle, so you can maintain your financial vehicle, so you can maintain your materialistic vehicle. And you know, freedom is something that's earned. It's something that has to be maintained. Simple as that. So and I think there's a verse in the Bible, it talks about how the race is not to the swift, it's not to the strong, it's not simply to the wise or the most knowledgeable. It's about the one who can endure, the one who can constantly endure. And that's where we're at right now. We're trying to play the long game. It's a game of chess, not checkers. So your boy Cameron Mitchell is out. Like, comment, subscribe. If I missed anything, or if I can go deeper on, any topics or anything like that, feel free to pick my brain in the comments, because there's only so much that I know. I can always learn something from you guys as well. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Appreciate you for watching.